Chris Hogan last night. They had Gillislee, maybe their most dynamic runner, a healthy scratch in this one. Didn't really miss a beat against the top 5 run defense. No, they didn't. So we're looking at the Patriots now, and of course it was another challenge. This is another obstacle. Tom Brady doesn't do so well and fare very well in Denver, and he goes there and he has a surgical game. As usual, are the Patriots the best team in the AFC, as fatigued as we may be?
Right now, I would say yes. And as I was watching the game, I started to see them fix some of the things that we were so concerned about in the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, it was the Patriots are going to have one of the most, I guess, dismal defenses in NFL history. Yeah. And then they start to work on those things.
Again.
Listen, right now they're playing at a high level, and you got to give them credit. What I did notice yesterday, more than I noticed throughout the year, this was the old Patriots, which means unfamiliar faces were making plays. You look at Marty B coming in like he never left. Who would have thought that this guy was injured and just came back from the Packers? You look at every single piece that was on the field started to make a play. So once again, we're talking about the Patriots playing the Patriot way.
Yeah, it's the Patriots and everyone else. That's the way I look at it. And it's one and then one B, one C, one D, one E. It's a long gap in between everyone else because I've seen them beat up on the Steelers in the years past. I've seen them beat the Chiefs in the playoffs in years past. The Jaguars are not for real until they get into the January football. It's the Patriots. Let's go to the Super Bowl. Let's go to Minnesota.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why don't we stop? What do you think?
I don't think the New England Patriots are the team to beat. I think that they are now in the mix. They are no longer the only rooster in the hen house in the AFC. You got the Chiefs, who, let me remind you guys, mollywopped them.
In Foxborough.
Yes. Drugged them through the dirt.
Yeah, I remember.
And then you got the Steelers. The Steelers are who they are. They struggled against the Colts, but, you know, they won the game. Then you have Buffalo. Even though you don't want to say it, generally, everybody that's right there in the same division and conference with the New England Patriots, usually by week 9, they have years past, they have 3-game lead. You know, they're already getting home field advantage by week 14. I mean, just usually they are just ahead. They're no longer just ahead. Buffalo's decent. They're going to give them a run for their money. Maybe if the Raiders decide how they're going to show up.
Don't just list teams here.
No, but I'm listing these legit teams.
Raiders?
I didn't stutter. There was no slur in my speech.
Buffalo just lost by 100 points.
Okay, yes, but they lost to a very good team. But you also can't sit here and say when the Jets played the New England Patriots, and I'm good friends with Josh, but if this team is so exceptional, how come Josh put up 347 yards of passing?
It's a good point. They're flawed, for sure.
Yes, but if you can't be flawed and then say you're the best team, you're just coasting through.
Who's the best team in the AFC?
Like, you can't coast through a neighborhood on rims and say I'm the flyest car, and you got sparks coming out. That just doesn't work.
Especially when they pop on.
Yes, exactly.
And you're on cinder blocks. Nobody wants that.
Who's the best team in the AFC?
The best team in the AFC right now in the AFC is the Chiefs. Until the New England Patriots beat the Chiefs are the team.
See, I like Steve because we're all going one way. Steve goes the other way. I look at that, the victory of the Chiefs over the Patriots feels like it was 2 years ago. They had Eric Berry that game, which was huge. They won't have him anymore. And then Pittsburgh has not earned the right to ever say we're going to beat New England. Tom Brady owns them. He's never thrown an interception against Mike Tomlin. He beats them like a drum every single time. He's the guy who puts those on them rims. So I feel like January 21st, it's going to be in Foxborough. It's the AFC Championship game. I feel like we're there because I wish we could flex them into the NFC so badly. I wish we could see the Patriots in the NFC because the NFC is loaded. But right now, there's about 3 teams, and I think the Patriots are the one. I do.
I give it to you that they're they're in the mix. They're in the hunt. But to sit here and say that AFC Championship right now, I think that's premature.
I think the Chiefs miss Eric Berry. You lose Dante Hightower, and you look at what the Patriots.
And that is a great
5-game win streak. That's a great game under that stretch.
Okay, and those 13 points, though,
and
those 13 points, they aren't playing teams that are like knocking them down in the offensive category now. The Chargers aren't killing people with offensive. They're not an offensive juggernaut. The Atlanta Falcons, they beat them, but at the same time, the Atlanta Falcons have a new offense coordinator that doesn't know what he's doing. They have a new defense coordinator who's trying to figure out. They aren't creating a lot of turnovers. That game last week, the game that you just saw is not the team that's always been who they are. So there's a lot of teams out there. And also, too, going back to New England Patriots, I'm not saying that that I'm hating on them.
Right.
What I'm saying is you can't just put them in a driver's seat in the car all alone and say, hey, we
can't
coasting.
crown them champs.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Eric Berry, last time I checked, did not play defense. And Tyreek Hill, all those guys, all the little 5'10" and under crew that the Kansas City Chiefs have, they were blowing past those guys.
They were. It's true. It's a good point. Listen, you mentioned the Falcons. Let's get some Falcons highlights.
They got tires on the rims, Nate?